Now, I haven't really seen that many films that have just not had much dialogue and what have you since A Quiet Place or its sequel. And I recently experienced something like this in No One Will Save You, now streaming on Hulu. But is it another outer worldly sci-fi horror flick you will enjoy? Or is this one just not worthy to beam you up to the spaceship and take over your body or something like that? Watch this spoiler-free review and find out. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a spoiler-free review of the recently released new 2023 sci-fi horror flick No One Will Save You, released by 20th Century Studios for Hulu, written, directed, and produced by Brian Duffield, who also worked on The Babysitter for Netflix and Underwater, which was the last film to be released by Fox before it became 20th Century Studios, as well as Love and Monsters. Now, this is Duffield's second film to be directed. The first was the 2020 film Spontaneous, but however, I'm not really familiar with that. Oh yeah, and some other films he recently worked on were Insurgent, the Divergent film, and let's see. He also was executive producer of The Babysitter, Killer Queen, and more recently, he was producer of Cocaine Bear from earlier this year. The film stars Kaitlyn Dever, and the film is unusual among features for having only a mere 2 lines of dialogue in the 93-minute film itself. Now I'm going to try not. Now I'm going to be giving you just a little bit of this, but not the whole story. We meet a young lady named Bryn who is a seamstress still living in her childhood home who mourns the loss of her mother Sarah and her best friend Maud. She copes with these losses by constructing a model town in her living room. A past event appears to have turned the entire town against her, so she leads an anxious, solitary, and withdrawn life. One night she awakens to discover an intruder in her home and quickly realizes the intruder is a humanoid alien. Bryn attempts to escape, but is stalked by the intruder. When the alien uses telekinesis to subdue her, Bryn accidentally stabs it in the head with a broken fragment of her model town's school bell tower, causing it to release her. But to make matters worse, she soon discovers all electronic devices were rendered useless after the alien's intrusion. Well, not even her car would start up. But anyway, she tries to go through town wide, but just, well, tries to flee from more things that occur along the way. So anyway, that's all of the story I'm going to give to you. But what did I think of the film? Well, despite this is the first film, aside from A Quiet Place and A Quiet Place Part 2, this is one strange film with not much dialogue, as I've said already, given the fact the film is 93 minutes, and also the MPA gave this a PG-13 range, so just like the latter two. Anyway, now the film recently premiered. Let's see. Yeah, it premiered almost a week ago. It had a limited release in theaters on September 19th, a little over a week ago, and was released to to Hulu and Disney Plus Star internationally. Well, I am going to say that I liked how the filming took place, the setting and what have you. The principal photography for this took place in New Orleans. So I like the setting. I like the setting of Bryn's house and what have you. So that was pretty good. But the appearance of the alien, it was really creepy. Don't worry, it wasn't as scary as those blind aliens you saw in A Quiet Place, but well, that's another story. But anywho, I thought it wasn't too bad. The film currently sits at 79% already certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, and the reviews are positive, saying that it's a home invasion thriller with an extraterrestrial twist. The film serves up more genre fun from writer-director Brian Duffield, and producer Kaitlyn Dever doesn't need much dialogue to command the screen. I absolutely do agree with that. I mean, well, despite not much dialogue was my downside with the film, but it still, however, held up with some good thrills and suspense along the way in this sci-fi film. So in other words, I kind of compare this to A Quiet Place and its sequel in ways. But anyway, now for our main cast, we have Kaitlyn Dever, who you may remember from TV's Last Man Standing, as well as the films Booksmart and let's see. And of course, last year I saw her in Ticket to Paradise. She was also on the Netflix miniseries Unbelievable and the Hulu drama Dopesick. Let me see here. And more recently, she was in a recent Hulu film. That, of course, was Rosalind. Now, which she also served as executive producer, just like this film. Yes, you heard me correctly. Dever served as executive producer for this film. Anyway, and of course she's been in other movies and TV shows. Now we do have other people, but most of them I'm not too familiar with. But anyway, that's the only big character I want to talk about. You do see some others, but well, Dever's the only one that's mainly credited for this. Everyone else serves when the credits are rolling at the end of the film. So anyway, I do think No One Will Save You is a pretty good sci-fi horror flick. I liked it though, despite it not having a ton of dialogue, which is a mere 2 lines. So if you like The Quiet Place or its sequel, or maybe both of them, then I think you'll feel right at home with No One Will Save You. It's currently on Hulu. You should check it out. For my score, I'm gonna give this a pretty decent one. Oh wait, man, I almost forgot one more thing. Joseph Trapanese does the score, and it's not too bad. So the score is pretty good. The sing's pretty good. I liked some of the pacing and what have you with the alien invasion, what have you, and with Miss Dever's character. So and her performance. So anyway, No One Will Save You is good. So for my score, I'm gonna give No One Will Save You 4 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it an 8. Yes, an 8. That would do it. Definitely. So what did you think of No One Will Save You? Let me know in the comments section below. If you liked the video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Now, join me next time when I bring to you a review of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, the video game itself. Looking forward to that. So, I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, check out my reviews for these 2 films I had just talked about. If you liked them, then you feel right at home with this one. In the upper left-hand corner is my re-review of A Quiet Place. Excuse me. The upper right-hand corner is my spoiler-free review of its sequel, A Quiet Place Part 2. Or if you would like something else with Kaitlyn Dever, you can go to the bottom left-hand corner, and while despite it's not on Hulu anymore, but it may come back someday eventually, see my spoiler-free review of her recent hit with Hulu, Rosalind, from last year. in 2022. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.